Hello students, let us learn General Science for class 8 from the book Science Square. Today we are going to learn the chapter Sound. In this chapter we shall discuss about the production of sound produced by humans, sound needs a medium for propagation, how we hear the sound as a wave, characteristics of sound wave, audible and inaudible sounds, noise and music, and about noise pollution. Let us begin the chapter. Production of sound. How sound is produced. We know that a sound is a form of energy like heat, light, potential energy, and kinetic energy. It causes a sensation of hearing in our ears. It helps us to communicate with each other. Sound is produced due to the vibration of an object. The motion of materials or object causes vibration. Vibration is a kind of rapid to and fro motion of an object at a central position. It is also referred to as oscillation. Example, a stretched rubber band when plucked vibrates and produces sound. In the music room of your school, you can hear the sounds made by musical instruments. This is because of vibration. The vibration may be caused due to pressing, pulling, striking, blowing, anything. When a spoon is beaten on the plate, it starts vibrating and produces sound. Hence, we can say vibration is a cause of motion of an object. How sounds are produced by humans? In humans, sound is produced because of vibration of voice box or larynx. Where is this larynx? This larynx is situated at the upper end of the windpipe. You can see there are two stretched membranes on your throat called vocal cords. It is attached in the larynx with a narrow slit between them for the air to pass. Muscles attached to the vocal cords can make the cords tight or loose. When the vocal cords are tight and thin, they produce different types or different qualities of voices. Propagation of sound. The traveling of sound is known as the propagation of sound. Sound is propagated by to and fro motion of the particles of the medium. A medium is necessary for the propagation of sound waves. The matter or substance through which sound is transmitted is called a medium. The medium can be solid, liquid, or gas. Sound cannot travel in vacuum. We hear sound through our ears. The funnel-shaped outer ear collects the sound. The sound waves passes through the ear canal to thin stretched membrane called eardrum or tympanum. The eardrum vibrates and produces the vibration. The vibrations are amplified by the three bones of the middle ear called hammer, anvil, and stirrup. The middle ear then transmits the sound wave to the inner ear. In the inner ear, the sound wave gets converted into electrical signals by cochlea and sends it to the brain through the auditory nerves. The brain interprets the signals as sound. Hence, we hear. So, the sound gets collected in pinna, that is a funnel-shaped outer ear. It passes through the ear canal and reaches the eardrum, where the eardrum vibrates, produces the vibration, which gets amplified by three bones, hammer, anvil, and stirrup, transmitting the sound wave to the inner ear. The inner ear has a cochlea, which converts the sound wave into electrical waves and send it to the brain through auditory nerves. The brain interprets the signals as sound. Hence, we hear. Sound as wave. Sound is produced by to and fro motion of an object. It is known as vibration. This motion is called oscillatory motion. Sound propagates from one place to another in the form of waves. This is caused because of the disturbance of the particles of the medium. Wave is a phenomena or disturbance in which energy is transferred from one point to another without any direct contact between the points. Hence, we can say sound is a wave. Amplitude and frequency. In a sound wave, the maximum displacement associated with the particle constituting a wave is called its amplitude. It is represented by A. The SI unit of the amplitude is meter. The number of oscillations per second is called the frequency of oscillation. It is expressed in hertz. A frequency of 1 hertz is 1 oscillation per second. Loudness. Loudness of a sound is the measure of the sound energy reaching the ear per second. It depends upon its amplitude. Loudness of the sound is directly proportional to the square of the amplitude of the vibration producing the sound. If the amplitude becomes twice, the loudness increases by a factor of 4. Loudness of the sound is measured in decibel. Pitch or shrillness. Pitch is a sensation of the frequency of an emitted sound. It may be shrillness, or we can say it is also known as flatness because it depends on the frequency of vibration. Sound with greater frequency is shriller and has higher pitch. Sound with a lower frequency is less shrill and are of low pitch. Children and women produce high frequency sound, so their sound is shriller or higher pitch. On the other hand, an adult male produces lower frequency sound, so his sound is less shrill and has lower pitch. A drum produces lower frequency sound, which is less shrill or lower pitch. A whistle produces higher frequency sound, which is shriller or higher pitch. Audible and inaudible sounds. Sounds of a frequency range between 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz are called audible sound, which we can hear. The human beings can hear the sound range between 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz. The sound of frequency below 20,000 Hz and above 20,000 Hz cannot be heard. This is known as inaudible range. Humans cannot hear the sound of inaudible range. Many animals such as dogs, cats, etc. can hear this sound. Noise and music. Noise is a sound that is unpleasant to hear. It is example, sound produced by vehicles. Music is a sound that is pleasant to hear, that is, sound coming from musical instruments. Noise pollution. When the presence of an excessive, loud, unwanted or unbearable sound to your ears, it is known as noise pollution. Example, sound of vehicles, explosions like bursting of crackers, sounds of the machines, loudspeakers, television having high volume, loudspeakers, etc. Problems due to noise pollution. Due to noise pollution, many types of health-related problems occur. Lack of sleep, insomnia, hypertension, high blood pressure, loss of hearing, anxiety, etc. Sound above 80 dB, that is decibel, is very painful to hear. A person who is exposed to loud sound continuously may get permanent or temporary impairment of hearing or loss of hearing. Measures to limit the noise pollution. Noise pollution can be limited or controlled by controlling the noise source. Let us see the steps which includes the controlling of noise pollution. TV Radio or should not be played, it should always be played at low volume. We need to install high quality silencing devices in the vehicles, aircraft engines, industrial machines and home appliances to reduce the volume. We should not use loud vehicle horns. Noise producing industries should be set up away from the residential areas. Trees absorb sound, so we need to plant trees along the roadsides and around the buildings. Awareness campaign and noisy operations should be made to make the people aware about the harmful effects of the noise pollution and measures to control the noise pollution. Let us have a chapter recap. Let us have a chapter recap. Sound is produced by vibrating objects. In human beings, the vibration of the vocal cords produces sound. Sound travels through a medium, gas, liquid, or solid, but it cannot travel in vacuum. The eardrum senses the vibration of sound and sends the signals to the brain. This process is called hearing. The number of oscillations of vibrations per second is called the frequency of oscillation. The frequency is expressed in hertz. Larger the amplitude of vibration, louder will be the sound. Higher the frequency of vibration, higher will be the pitch, and the shriller is the sound. Unpleasant sounds are called noise. Excessive or unwanted sound leads to noise pollution. Attempts should be made to minimize noise pollution. Plantation on the roadside can reduce the noise pollution. This ends the chapter.